July 1st, 2019. In the freezing, pitch-black waters of the Barents Sea, a tragedy unfolded that the Kremlin tried desperately to hide. A specialized deep-sea vessel was conducting a top-secret mission when fire broke out in its battery compartment. The world only found out when the Russian Ministry of Defense released a brief statement. 14 high-ranking naval officers had perished due to smoke inhalation. These weren't ordinary sailors. They were Hydronauts, Russia's most elite undersea explorers, men trained to operate at depths where the pressure would crush a standard nuclear submarine like a soda can. The vessel they were on was the AS-31, better known by its terrifying nickname, the Losharik. Named after a Russian cartoon horse made of small spheres, the Losharik is perhaps the most mysterious submarine ever built. It has no windows, no visible weapons, and no official mission parameters. When the fire happened, the Russian government immediately classified all details of the accident as a state secret. But as the smoke cleared, the international intelligence community began to piece together a frightening reality. The Losharik wasn't just a submarine. It was a tool designed for a specific and potentially catastrophic purpose. To understand why the Losharik is so dangerous, we have to look inside its titanium skin, where the laws of physics are being pushed to their absolute limit. To the naked eye, the Losharik looks like a standard, albeit small, submarine. But its outer hull is nothing more than a lightweight shell. The real secret, and the reason for its name, lies beneath that skin. Instead of the traditional cylindrical pressure hull found in almost every other submarine, the Losharik is composed of 7 interconnected titanium spheres. Imagine a string of pearls encased in a streamlined cigar-shaped body. Why spheres? The answer is simple physics. A sphere is the strongest shape in nature for resisting external pressure. While a standard nuclear submarine is limited to depths of about 500 to 600 meters, the Losharik's unique spherical architecture allows it to dive to staggering depths. Some estimate as deep as 6,000 meters. At 6 kilometers down, the pressure is immense. It's enough to crush the most advanced attack submarines in the world. But in the trench waters of the abyss, the Losharik is at home. This design allows the Russian Navy to operate on the abyssal plain, the deep ocean floor that makes up the majority of our planet, yet remains largely unguarded. By building a ship out of titanium spheres, Russia didn't just build a submarine, they built a master key to the deepest parts of the world. But power comes with a price. The interior of the Losharik is incredibly cramped. The crew of 14 lives and works inside these spheres, surrounded by high-voltage equipment and life support systems. In 2019, it was this very complexity, the thousands of miles of wiring connecting these spheres, that likely turned this engineering marvel into a titanium coffin. With the ability to reach the very bottom of the ocean, the next question is obvious. What was the Losharik doing down there? The deep ocean floor is not just a wasteland of sand and rock. It is the backbone of the digital age. This is where the world's most sensitive sensors are placed to detect enemy submarines, and where the massive fiber-optic cables that carry the world's data are laid. The Losharik was built for one primary purpose: intervention. Because it can dive deeper than almost any other manned vessel, it can reach cables that were previously thought to be unreachable. It isn't just about tapping them to steal data like Operation Ivy Bells. The Losharik is equipped to manipulate them. Intelligence experts believe the Losharik acts as a mothership for smaller, autonomous drones. It can place nuclear-powered sensors on the seabed that listen to the acoustic signature of NATO submarines for months. Even more terrifying is the prospect of cable cutting. In a period of high tension, the Losharik could silently sever the main arteries of the internet, plunging entire nations into a digital dark age without ever firing a missile. This is what military strategists call seabed warfare. It is a ghost war, where the victor is the one who can control the infrastructure of the abyss without being seen. The Losharik was Russia's ultimate tool for this mission. It was designed to be the invisible hand that could choke the world's communications at any moment. But there is one specific feature of the Losharik that haunts naval commanders more than any other. It is a feature that suggests this submarine doesn't just swim, it does something far more unnatural. Deep-sea sonar is designed to detect movement in the water. It listens for the hum of a propeller, the rush of water over a hull, or the mechanical pulse of an engine. But what if a submarine doesn't swim? What if it crawls? Intelligence reports and grainy satellite images have revealed a feature on the Losharik that defies conventional naval design. On the underside of its titanium hull, the Losharik is rumored to be equipped with retractable skis or wheels. This allows the Losharik to do something truly unnatural. It can descend to the ocean floor, deploy its skis, and literally walk or crawl along the seabed. By sitting directly on the bottom, the submarine eliminates the need to use its propellers to maintain position. It becomes a part of the landscape, a silent, motionless rock that is almost impossible for enemy sonar to distinguish from the surrounding terrain. From this position, it can remain undetected for weeks. It can crawl right up to a sensitive undersea cable or a NATO sensor array, deploy its robotic arms, and conduct its mission with the surgical precision of a ghost. This crawling capability makes the Losharik the ultimate deep-sea predator. It doesn't hunt in the open water. It stalks its prey from the shadows of the seafloor. It is a spy that moves in total silence, hidden by the very earth beneath the waves. But even the most advanced ghosts can be haunted. The 2019 fire didn't just take lives, it exposed the vulnerability of Russia's most secret weapon. The 2019 fire was a massive blow to the Russian Navy, but it didn't kill the Losharik project. After years of repairs in the secretive Sevmash shipyards, reports suggest that the spherical ghost is preparing to return to the abyss. But the world it returns to is different. The mystery of the Losharik has triggered a new arms race, an underwater scramble for the seabed. NATO and its allies are now pouring billions into their own seabed warfare programs, developing autonomous interceptors and smart cables that can detect a crawler like the Losharik before it even gets close. We often look to the stars and space for the next front line of conflict, but the most immediate threat to our modern way of life isn't coming from the sky. It's lurking miles beneath the surface of the ocean. The Losharik is a reminder that in the 21st century, the most powerful weapons are the ones you never see coming. As long as our world depends on the invisible threads of the internet, vessels like the Losharik will remain the ultimate threat. They are the silent predators of the trench waters, waiting in the dark, ready to disconnect the world with a single robotic touch. The abyss is no longer a place of peace. It is a battlefield where the prize is total control of human communication. The fire may have been put out, but the Cold War beneath the waves is only just heating up. If you want to see more forensic deep dives into the world's most classified mysteries, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Trench Waters. Your support allows us to continue investigating the truths buried beneath the waves. Turn on the notification bell so you're the first to know when we return to the abyss. Until next time, look past the surface and stay vigilant. Thank you for watching.